Neatly organized in the desert sun, this Air Force Base near Tucson, Arizona has rows and rows of retired aircraft slated for either reintegration or disposal in what is affectionately known as the Boneyard. On Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, reservists are lending a hand to the day-to-day operations. 3 Air Force Reserve Airmen volunteered to be assigned to this base. Through an initiative called Personnel Force Innovation, or PFI, these reservists are filling manpower needs for the 309th Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Group. These airmen are helping to either put retired aircraft back in the skies or strip them down before disposal. While their jobs may vary in this undertaking, they all have an important role to play in the day-to-day operations.
The aircraft out here are stored in case of being needed again or getting ready for disposal, and when they're disposed of, they're chopped up, chipped, and the aircraft aluminum or aircraft metals are used again on other aircraft.
Avery's job at Davis-Monthan is to ensure that all radioactive materials contained on the retired aircraft are properly removed and disposed of before the aircraft are stripped for parts or scrapped.
Many of the components on the aircraft have different parts to them that do have radioactive materials on them, some being dials with radium-226, which makes the dials actually glow on some of the older aircraft. There are counterweights in some of the bigger aircraft that is depleted uranium on the ailerons and stabilizers, and we do cut those off and store them before disposal of the aircraft.
To check if aircraft have any radioactive materials on board, he uses special detection equipment. This ensures that when the time does come to strip the aircraft, that it can be done safely. But when the aircraft are slated for regeneration for a second life, Major Shirley Mercier is there every step of the way to ensure that these aircraft are retrofitted to meet standards for flying again.
In my position, I would handle all of the maintenance activities that surround that. Tools, personnel, any of the issues that come up with equipment, and everything that surrounds aircraft maintenance. They're in some stage of regeneration or production overhaul, and our squadron handles all of the active aircraft that come here to AMARG.
Charged with the task of maintaining the parts, tools, and storage is Major Adieres Yasno. Their job is to store and maintain everything used to assemble the aircraft that are to be refit for service.
I'm in charge of the tooling and storage area, and what we do is we store and maintain tools used to assemble aircraft.
All 3 of these airmen are on active duty orders for tours lasting up to 3 years. All voluntarily applied for the positions they filled through PFI's website. While the jobs available vary, hiring skill sets are based either on military or civilian education and training.
Basically, the benefit of the PFI that I would probably let other reservists know is that the program is out there, and it's used to get folks that are skilled in other areas than just their MOS or AFSC, that they can be used on an active duty portion and given back to the service that they joined, not just as a reservist and doing their weekends, but coming out and doing it every day as a job.
And while these airmen already honed their skill sets in the Air Force Reserve, they credit the program for the learning experiences they are currently acquiring.
The PFI is a great experience for me in particular because I do have flexibility for my civilian life, and it's given me the opportunity to get more in-depth experience here at AMARG and to be more productive. It's hard to come in for 2 weeks and be productive. You can accomplish something, but when you're here full-time, you're actually a part of the unit, you're a part of the organization. So you get more hands-on experience and you get to make more of an impact in day-to-day operations.
For Personnel Force Innovation, I'm Staff Sergeant Todd Pruden.